Yo. Hello out there. We live. Let's see if anybody hops on. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hello out there. Hey. Hi, Nikita. Okay, there y'all are. Y'all logging on. Hola. Hey, Marilyn. Hi. Oh, let me turn my volume off here. Hi, everybody. Hello. Oh, my God. Everybody's piling in at the same time. I was like, Jance forgot about the live. I didn't forget. I didn't forget. Hi, Marisol. Hi. Hello, Patrice. Hi, Tamika. Hello. Gave me advice about a month ago. Thank you for your graces. You're welcome. I'll see you every day this week. Oh my goodness. Hey. Hello. Good evening, Marcy. How are y'all? Happy New Year. Hello. Yeah, so I actually recorded this video. It's first of all, I just got a new phone. This came from the phone. I recorded the video. Y'all see my lens? My lens is like doing something weird here. It's doing something weird. And the video wouldn't upload for some reason. It kept like crashing every time I tried to upload it to my computer. So I guess my camera was like, girl, you can't take the easy route today. You're gonna have to go live. So here I am to go live and tell y'all about my 2021. Hello, good evening. Did I run or did I run? Hi, Susie. Hello. So I initially recorded this video to tell y'all all about how I missed my goal in 2021. And obviously, I want to tell y'all how I made the money in 2021. So I set a goal in 2021 to make $500,000. I wanted to make $500,000 from my online boutique in 2021, and I missed it by a little bit over $30,000. I made $469,000 and like a few hundreds or something like that. And I'm proud of myself, but I am so mad at myself because I can identify exactly why I missed the goal. But I'm one of those people who really believes in learning from your mistakes and doing twice as good the next time around. So my goal this year is to make $1 million. And I wholeheartedly believe that I can make $1 million. So I missed my $500,000 goal. I missed my $500,000 goal by a little bit more than $30,000. And I know $469,000 is a lot of money. So naturally, I want to tell y'all about how I made the money, but I also want to tell you about why I missed my goal, because setting a goal and having a plan to meet that goal is really important. The most important part about having a goal is having a plan to meet the goal. So I had a plan and I fumbled my own bag in 2021, and I want to tell y'all about it. So I probably left it in the other room, so now I got to think from memory. Ooh, really, the universe is really making me work today. So I wrote a list of the things that happened that caused me to miss my goal in 2021, and the main two, before I like get too deeply into it, the main two things that made me miss my goal were discounts and returns, or refunds, shall I say. So let's talk about discounts first and foremost. So I gave out, if I'm not mistaken, because that's what it is. When you give a discount, you just giving away money basically. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I gave out $47,272 worth of discounts last year. If I had not gave away the $47,000 worth of discounts last year, I would have made my $500,000 goal. Now, naturally, in e-commerce, there really is no way around. There's no way to get around giving discounts. We give a discount to people who sign up for our email list. We give a discount. We might run a sale. We have Black Friday. Um, all types of things. We have sales naturally, but you don't want to make sales an ongoing part of your business. You don't want sales to become the thing that you rely on to make sales. Running sales, offering discounts and promotions and things like that, those should be strategic parts of your business. You should use them to your advantage because you know that they will work. So in my case, they work, but they work too well. So I would have instances where I would run a sale, and the type of audience that I have, one, they're going to buy. If it's on sale, they're absolutely going to buy it. They're going to come back. Like, even if they just bought yesterday, they're going to come back and buy everything that they left behind because it's on sale. So they will come back and buy, all the stuff they want on sale, but then they go tell their friends, they go tell their mom, their aunt, whoever, that everything is on sale. So yeah, I'm making money, but I'm actually losing a lot of money because I'm selling all of my inventory. I would literally have a sale and sell all of my inventory. So it was never my goal when I would run these sales to sell everything. It was always to, make up some lost ground, or, to get over a little hump or something like that. But my audience was like, oh, it's on sale, girl. We back. We here. We good. Like, we gonna buy all the stuff. And the issue in that is that I never had a plan for after the sale. Or I won't say never. Most of the time, I didn't have a plan for after those sales. So what I should have done was offer like coupon codes that were specific to that customer, and not like full blown coupon codes for the whole everybody. So I use a lot of automatic discount codes in Shopify. If you don't know, you can set up automatic discount codes. So basically, the customer will add the merchandise to their cart, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. So that's what happened a lot for me. I would run these sales. It would be an automatic discount, and all these people will come running to my website. And as soon as they realized that the stuff in their cart was discounted, they're like, "Oh, I got to get more." So the lesson that I learned in that was, more discounts, but to like existing customers, and for giving them coupon codes that are specific to them. So like individualized coupon codes. And not saying I won't ever do an automatic discount ever again, but like just knowing when to use one versus the other. Cause I was just selling out of everything, and it was just silly. It made me so mad. So the discounts hurt me a lot. Yes, I made sales, but long term it hurt me because I cleared out my inventory. It decreased the value of my inventory. It decreased my average order value. It decreased my what is it, average unit retail, your AUR, which is how much people pay on average per item. So I had multiple times during the year where like my average unit retail was like $12, $15. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So discounts hurt me in a major way. And so I definitely need to find this year, I need to find balance in codes and automatic discounts. I do automatic discounts because they're so much more easy. Because every time I do codes, I don't know why, but people get very confused. They're like, where does the code go? My code isn't working. There's like so many issues that come when people have to use a code. I don't know why. So automatic discounts are just so easy. I just need to make sure that I'm clear on when to use an automatic discount versus when to use the code, because I definitely want to utilize both. They both have their strengths. I just need to be more clear on when to use the one over the other. So $47,000 worth of discounts. If I had not gave away $47,000 in discounts, I would have made my $500,000 goal. Crazy. Second was returns. So I had $12,474 worth of returns. Out of the 460, I made $469,000 in sales, and I processed $12,474 in returns. That's sad. That's sad. Now, it's not real bad because I mean, granted, I could be like, okay, across 12 months, I had like $1,000 in returns. And when I think about it from the standpoint of how many orders I processed in a month's time, I'm like, okay, that actually isn't that bad. It's not that terrible, but it's just a lot of money. It was a lot of money to it was a lot of money to give away in returns or have to give back in returns. My husband is sitting here looking at me like I'm doing something wrong, like he ain't been playing the game all day. What? Okay, I'm about to be done. I'm about to be done. Don't worry. I'm about to tell them what I'm trying to tell them how I missed my goal in 2021. So I $12,000, y'all. $12,474 in returns. So why did I have to process returns? Let's talk about that. So I know that there's a lot of businesses that don't have returns, you don't offer returns, or you don't offer refunds and things of that nature. So my return policy is that my customers can return their merchandise within 7 days of receiving it, but I give them a store credit. So if I give them a store credit, how is it that I process that many returns, right? Mistakes, human error. I'm a human. Everybody on my team is a human. My husband, he works in my office. My sister, they both work in my office full time. We're all humans. We make mistakes. So there were times where we sent the wrong item, sent the wrong size. An item was missing from the package. So many things happen, and sometimes it was a case of us still having the item in stock, and we were able to send it to the customer. And sometimes it was a case of the item not being in stock anymore because we miscounted, and now we got to refund you because we made a mistake. We counted something wrong. We sent the wrong color. So many things. Also, one of the issues that came up for me this year was the amount of inventory that came in. Like, it got to the point where I was getting regularly 50 and 60 boxes of merchandise at a time, and it would be like 300 packs of items, like 300 packs. That's a lot to have coming in at one time for, 3 people to have to go through, especially when you still have orders that you're processing and shipping out. So you don't have as many hands to what's the word I'm looking for? To quality check the quality of all of these items. So we check as much as we can, but obviously there are things that slip through the cracks. So we had, some leggings that had a hole in the seam, or a pocket that had a hole in it, and things like that. Like, no major issues. They were very minor, but I'm a very big advocate of fixing the issue if it can be fixed. If I can fix it, I'm going to fix the issue. So if I have the item still in stock, I'm going to ship you another one. If I don't have that item in stock, I'll ask you if you want another item. If you don't want another item, I'm going to give you a refund, because that is not your fault. That's our fault. That was our mistake. So basically, I had $12,474 worth of mistakes that happened in my business that ultimately caused me to have to process refunds. And I was hot about it, like, all year. I was pissed every time. And I mean, some of the times, obviously, I couldn't be mad at anybody but myself, because it was our fault. We did it. It was like, girl, you did it. It's your fault. But then there were other times where I was mad at my team. I was mad at my husband. I was mad at my sister, because I'm like, why weren't y'all double checking yourselves before you put these items in the package? Like, why weren't you making sure that all of the items were counted for? Why weren't you making sure that you put the right color, the right size? I was pissed. Okay. I was pissed off. So the lesson I learned there was, one, I need more hands on deck, especially when we have inventory coming in, because that inventory needs to be checked, and like checked through and through. And granted, there's always going to be something that happens. There's always going to be something that slips through the cracks, but I want to get it as close to perfect as possible. So I need more hands on deck. I definitely need my team to pay better attention to what they're putting into the packages, making sure that they are double checking their work before they seal that package and mail it off. Thankfully, I don't have mean customers. I can count on one hand how many like terrible customer interactions that I've had. For the most part, my customers are pretty darn understanding, and I'm very grateful for that. But I just don't like I don't like that there were that many. I don't like that there were $12,000 worth of mistakes. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I know going forward, I need to plan more accordingly to when inventory is coming in versus when inventory is going out. So making sure I'm not, releasing a bunch of inventory knowing that I'm going to have to package the inventory at the same time that inventory is coming in. If inventory is coming in, then I need to make sure that all hands can be on deck to check all this merchandise and make sure that it is of quality and that it is what it's supposed to be. And then there was some just manufacturer mistakes too. So I've had a couple, not even a couple, a good number of instances where the package would be labeled size extra large or something like that, but inside of the package there was a medium. So the person ordered the extra large, we naturally grabbed the extra large, but lo and behold, there's actually a medium inside of it. And so because we counted the quantities according to what we believe to be in the packs, there was no way for me to ship the customer the right size because we thought we had shipped them the right size, and the one that they needed was actually already gone. So that happened too, which also caused us to have to process returns. So between returns and discounts, that was $60,000, y'all. $60,000 in returns and discounts. So if you're wondering, where your money went and, if you missed your goals and things like that, I want y'all to go look at your sales reports and look at the discounts and the returns columns to see how much money it lies there. So when I scroll over to look at what my gross sales were, so net sales tells you how much money you made beyond, after discounts, after the returns, all of that good stuff. Your gross sales is how much money you would have made if you didn't have the discounts, the returns, and all those other fees and stuff like that. So my gross sales would have been $502,266.30 if I had not processed that many returns and had that many discounts. I'm like, good God, this is crazy. So I'm very big on knowing what mistakes I made so that I don't do it again. And those were like the two that stood out to me immediately. I was like, oh, there's your money right there. There's your $500,000 right there, gents. I see what you did. I see where you went wrong. Do you track your analytics on the website or in the spreadsheet? I track it on a website, but I actually just started using a spreadsheet this year. And I just also gave access to it to my students in my accelerator, in my membership. So one of the things that I'm pretty good at keeping track of things. Like I'll look at my phone and then I'll just make a note of it somewhere. Like I plan out all my months in a planner, but I wanted like a tracker to be able to see all my numbers in one place. So I gave my students access to the same tracker that I'm using this year. And it's so helpful to be able to see how my business performed month over month in a bunch of different categories and all in one place. So yeah. So those were the major two things that really impacted my missing my $500,000 goal. I'm pissed about it, but that's okay. I'm very good at learning from my mistakes and I learn a lesson from myself all the time. So outside of those two very obvious things to me, there were a couple of other things that definitely impacted me missing my sales because I'm human. I be slacking, if I'm being honest. I have my moments where I slack off. I have my moments where I'm like, I'll do it later. I'll get to it. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. So, first things first, I am one of those people who at the beginning of the year was very, very reliant on my ads. My ads were working fantastically. Like I had some amazing sales coming through my ads. Like it was beautiful. Like I had no complaints whatsoever about my ads because they were doing exactly what I needed them to do, which was producing sales and doing it consistently. So because the ads were performing very well for me, I was making my goals or surpassing my goals. I kind of neglected other forms of marketing. So I didn't post as much as I should have because I was like, oh, my ads running, they retargeting. It's gonna be just fine. So I didn't post as much as I should have. Also, I didn't send as many emails as I should have, didn't send as many text messages as I should have. And I really didn't start to maximize email marketing and text marketing until the iOS update happened, until I could clearly see my ad performance decreasing. I was like, oh no, this is not good. So if y'all don't know, I don't know I know some of y'all run ads. If you don't run ads, or if you do run ads and maybe you don't know, Last year, the iOS update happened, iOS 14. So basically, with iOS 14, Apple gave people the decision, or allowed people to make the decision of whether or not they wanted to be retargeted with ads or targeted at all with ads. So people would be able to open an app and be like, yes, I want to be able to continue to see ads, or no, I don't want to ever see ads again. So obviously, there were tons of people who were like, no, I don't want to see any ads. Thank you so much. Don't show me any ads anymore. So the audience sizes that we were able to target pre-iOS update were one size, and then after the iOS update, that the size of that audience decreased. So let's say it was cut in half. So let's say that, I had an ad that typically would have landed in front of 100,000 people. It was now 50,000 people, or even let's say 1,000 people. It was now 500 people. So if I'm reaching less people, I'm naturally making less money. But if I'm spending the same amount of money, that doesn't make sense. And if I wanted to reach the same amount of people that I was reaching before, I had to spend basically double the amount of money. That was crazy. So we were out here spending, or shall I say, I was out here spending this money still, and naturally my ads were not performing the same way. So I had to decrease my ad budget because it didn't make sense anymore for me to be spending the amount of money that I was spending on ads with the results that I was seeing. But that meant that I needed to overexert or exert more energy towards marketing in other ways. So I had gotten really comfortable with not posting as much, not sending as many emails, not sending as many texts. Now I needed to convert over. So it wasn't until about midway through the year when I started to maximize my emails, texts. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't post as much still. I don't know why. I was so lazy with Instagram this year, but I did not post that much on Instagram. In fact, if you saw my video about me studying my analytics, I have a video about me studying my analytics to figure out how I can increase my sales. I was having like the worst month ever. It was like 20 days into the month, and I had barely made any money. And I looked at my analytics. I studied my actions, and I was like, "Girl, you ain't." I had literally posted like 6 times in a whole month. It was stupid. So I slacked off very, very much in posting in 2021. And mostly because I am one of those people who I know how to sell things. Like I rely too heavily on my ability to do a thing. So I know that regardless of how long I'm gone, I know how to show back up in a major way and make the money that I want to make. So I became very lazy and very reliant on the fact that I know how to make money. I was reliant on the fact that I knew how to make money, but I should have been relying on that every day, not just when I felt like it. So I slacked off a lot in other forms of marketing, and I had to kind of pull myself back in and not rely so heavily on ads. So I had one ad that like I pretty much let run the majority of the year. I had one ad that I spent like $13,000 on last year, and it was going really, really good until the iOS update. I was like tripling the amount of money that I was spending, triple or quadrupling the amount of money that I was spending, and then it started to dwindle. I was very upset about it. But then I had to start sending more emails. So literally the last maybe 5 or 6 months, maybe no, 4 or 5 months of the year, email marketing was contributing like 30 to 38% of all of my revenue each month. So about 30 to 38% of all the money that I made every month was coming from email marketing. And I was like, is this what I've been missing out on all year? Like, I was so mad at myself. So when I started to see, wow, Jan, these emails really perform well. Like, your open rate is good, your click rate is good, and your revenue is good from these emails, and you haven't been sending them. Oh my God, I was so mad at myself. So this year, I definitely want to exert way more energy than I did in 2021 towards my email marketing and text marketing. I don't know if y'all remember in maybe it was like August or September, maybe. I don't know. I might be wrong about the months, but there was a day where Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, all of it just like crashed. It didn't work. And so nobody could post, nobody could see anything on social media. And that was like one of the days that I remember very vividly, that I was like, oh, I need to send some emails and some texts. And that ended up being one of my best performing or like most profitable days in business, because people couldn't be on social media, but they still had their phone in their hand. So I was sending emails, I was sending text messages, and it ended up being a very profitable day. So I really learned the power of email marketing and text marketing last year. I already knew it was powerful, but I was just lazy and not utilizing it because my ads was working so well. Terrible of me. So that really played a huge role in me not making my goal last year. If I had been as intentional about emails, text, and posting, then I definitely not probably, I definitely would have seen better results as far as revenue. And then uh as it relates to posting in general, I loved what my content looked like this year. I definitely put more emphasis on what my content looked like and the story that I wanted my content to tell. I paid a lot of money for content in 2021. So I had at least one professional photo shoot every single month. There might have been maybe one month where I did not have a photo shoot in 2021. So I had a professional photo shoot every month, and then I also was creating a lot of content on my own. So still with my iPhone, I just got a new one, by the way. It's my new one right here. So I was still creating a lot of content myself, but I created all this content, and it was a lot of content that I just never posted because I was too lazy to write the caption, and I really didn't have an excuse. I was just lazy. So I spent a lot of money that I could have kept, obviously, because I didn't even post the content that I should have posted. My pictures on my website looked amazing. My content on my Instagram looked amazing, but I just didn't post enough of it. Like, I just didn't post enough of it. It was terrible. It was terrible. So that definitely played a role. So email, text, ads. The ads went AWOL on me. I didn't send enough emails, didn't send enough text messages, didn't post enough. I didn't have a schedule. I also am not one of those people that's going to tell you that you need to necessarily have a schedule, but you definitely want to know like how you want to utilize those things in your business and um how you want it to contribute to your business. Let me say that. So like I know that right now or in the last, good number of months, email marketing has contributed 30 to 38% of my revenue. So basically I can set that as a standard. Like I want email marketing to contribute 30 to 38% towards my revenue. So if I say that I want to have a $50,000 month, and I know that I want 30% at a minimum to come from email marketing, that's 15%. I mean, $15,000. So I know that $15,000 out of 50,000 needs to come from email marketing. So if I send 2 emails, let's say, and I see that out of those 2 emails, I made $6,000 thus far. I still need to make $9,000. Therefore, I need to send more emails. I need to send as many emails as it takes for me to make up that extra $9,000. $9,000. So you want to know like how you want all these things to be, how you want these things to contribute to your business, so that you can make sure that you are exerting the right amount of energy to those things in your business. So I definitely need to just be more intentional about how I utilize each of those marketing avenues, not just the ads, not just thinking about how much I'm going to spend on ads this month. No, girl, how many emails you going to send? How many emails you going to send? How many text messages are you going to send? I really need to take some time to think about that. So those are the major things that really impacted my revenue. I was lazy. I was very lazy. And you know what? If I'm being honest, I can't even say that I was lazy. I was doing a lot of work, y'all. So if you've been following me for some time, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I also coach other business owners. So I spent a lot of time coaching other business owners. We would be on Zoom for hours, like just talking about business. I would be answering their questions, looking at their websites, looking at their, like, just helping them make decisions in their business. And it was so time consuming. It was very draining, and it was fulfilling but draining at the same time. So I would I would take long breaks because I was like, man, my brain needs a break. Like, imagine using your brain to think about not only your business every day, but let me see how many people went through my program last year. Last year, I think 356 people went through my online program last year. So throughout all of 2021, I was focused on my business and 356 other people's businesses. So every week I was showing up and thinking about my business and thinking about their businesses too. So I had a lot of things going on for me, and that just, this year makes me feel like I just need to better use my time, making sure that I'm time blocking more appropriately, and just knowing like when I need to be focused solely on my business and when I am going to be focused on helping all of these other women with their businesses, because obviously I can't do both simultaneously. So I definitely need to make better use of my time in 2022, but I'm looking forward to it. So if you just hopped on, I set a goal to make $1 million this year. My goal in 2022 is to make $1 million. I'm a huge risk taker. I enjoy, I don't know why, I enjoy pushing myself to the limits. I enjoy like trying to accomplish something that I've never accomplished before. I love it. I love a challenge. Like I love when somebody tells me that something is, yeah, a million for Brazen. Uh-huh. I love when people tell me that, something is impossible. Oh my goodness. I thrive off of people telling me that that I can't. I can't. So I already have all my numbers planned out for literally all of 2022. I know exactly how much money I want to spend, how much money I want to make each month. I'm working with a woman named Darlene who helps me with inventory planning and things of that nature, because I know that I slacked off with, oh, that was another thing. Did I talk about that already? In the beginning of the year, I was making bad inventory decisions. So I started to realize sweatpants became my thing. Obviously, if y'all been here for a while, you know sweatpants are my thing. So I knew I needed to spend a lot of money in sweatpants, but everything else I was very unclear about. I was like, I don't know how many matching sets to get. I don't know how many tops to get. I don't know how many bottoms to get. I don't know how many. I didn't know. So everything else outside of sweatpants was very up in the air for me. So I would go in and I would buy, either too little, sometimes too much. And then ultimately, when it was too much, those were the times where I ended up having to run the sales and offer the discounts and stuff like that, because I had too much of the wrong stuff. So I hired this woman named Darlene, who I love so much because she helps me with inventory planning. So why do I need help with inventory planning? So, as you guys know, I have an extensive retail background. I come from retail, and so does Darlene, but we come from two different phases or two different places in retail. So I come from the sales background. I come from, working in the store and actually selling the merchandise. So when I said like got very comfortable with myself and I know how to sell, that's what I mean. I know how to sell. Like I've done that for many years. I did it for 11 years, nothing but selling. But I've never been the inventory planner. I've never been the buyer. I've never been the person in charge of really deciding how much inventory the business needs. I've never been that person. That has always been somebody else's job. So Darlene comes from a background where she did that for retail businesses. So whereas I was working in the store, she worked in an office, and she was like, hey, this is how much inventory the store needs in order to make this goal. And it's not just saying, oh, you need X amount of pieces or something like that. It's more so saying, based on how your business has performed and how, this thing has contributed versus this thing has contributed, you need more of this than you do of that. So I hired Darlene about midway through 2021. And she helped me to better understand my purchasing decisions. So whereas before Darlene, I would go in and be like, okay, I'm just going to buy equal quantities of all of this stuff. I'm going to just buy, 3 packs of everything. Instead, Darlene goes in and looks at my numbers month over month and year over year. And she's like, yeah, you sell a lot of bottoms, but the most money comes from matching sets. And I'm like, you're right. You're right. You're right. And with that in mind, it's like spend more money in matching sets, and then second to that is bottoms, and then we go into quantity. So it's like you're able to price your matching sets at a much higher price than you're able to price your bottoms. Therefore, you don't necessarily need as many matching sets as you need bottoms, but the matching sets need to be priced a certain way so that they make a certain amount of money for you. Darlene was a godsend for me because before Darlene, I was literally making decisions just based off of like, I don't know. I don't even know what I was just like, okay, this is what I think is right. I think I'm supposed to have equal quantities of this, or let me just see what happens if I have equal quantities. And there was never a case of things just working out the way that I planned with me having equal quantities. It never worked out like, oh, you sold equal quantities of everything. Never. Um, so Darlene was a godsend. I'm putting Darlene's this is her Instagram page in the chat box. So Darlene was a godsend for me. But the thing about working with Darlene is that she's going to tell you what you need, but you still have to go sell it. You have to sell it. If you don't know how to sell, then you still have a problem. So I love me and Darlene. In my head, I always say me and Darlene, we're like the perfect, we're like a dynamic duo. I'm like, you tell me how many I need, and I'm gonna go sell it. And every single month that I work with her, the numbers were so close to one another. It was crazy. So she'll create this plan for me as far as how much inventory I need, how many I need of each thing, how it should be priced, so on and so forth. And we'll set a goal for how much money I want to make. So I'll tell her how much money I want to make for the year, and then she'll look at my numbers month over month for the previous year, and we'll create a plan. So let's say my goal was like $38,000 or something like that. It's me just saying a number. I go by the inventory, and every month I would be like either this far away from making the goal, like it would be like within dollars. I would be this close to making the goal, or I would be right over it. I'm like, this is magic. This is fantastic. Oh my God. So, like I said, I know how to sell stuff. I just didn't know how to make the right choices with my inventory. And before y'all go running in her DMs and everything, important thing that I need y'all to know, especially if you sell clothes and stuff like that, she's going to tell you category wise what makes sense for your business. So you need this many bottoms, this many tops, this many matching sets, this many accessories, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't know who your customer is, if you don't know what your brand actually sells, what your brand is about, if you don't really understand your own business, her giving you those numbers is not going to matter because you haven't really clarified what your business is even in the first place. So because I knew my brand, I knew my audience, I knew how to sell, I was able to work with Darlene and really make some very informed decisions around my inventory. It was me and Darlene are a match made in heaven, okay? We're so much of a match made in heaven that I hired Darlene to come help my students in my program. I was like, Darlene, my girls need you. Come swing through. I love Darlene. So y'all should definitely check out her content. She is amazing at what she does. So smart. She's a wizard with numbers. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's why I missed my goal. Inventory was an issue for me too. Just having the wrong inventory at times, not enough of the right inventory, too much of the wrong inventory. Yeah. So in 2022, your girl is just gonna make some much more informed decisions. Can you post the Instagram live with your market? It's on my Instagram. All the replays are on my Instagram. Just click the graphic with the picture of me and her. It's on there. So yeah, so I just need to make better decisions about how I'm going to operate this year and making sure that I am not slacking as hard as I slacked in 2021. I slept a lot too. People always ask me, like, when do you sleep? I'm like, girl, I sleep. Like, I'm not one to deprive myself of slumber. I'm like, girl, if you tired, go to sleep. I would go to sleep, okay? I went to sleep, okay? So I just need to make better use of my time when I'm awake so that I can make this money. I got $1 million to make this year, and I got a long way to go, a very long way to go. And one thing that I want to maybe, I guess, contribute to y'all or tell y'all that might really be helpful towards you trying to make your goals this year, whatever your goal is to not convince yourself that every single month needs to be equal. Not every month in your business is going to play an equal role towards your revenue. So for example, January might contribute 5% to your overall goal, whereas February might contribute 8%, And then March might contribute 12%. And then down the line, November might contribute, I don't know, November might contribute 30%. Who knows? Because November got the, Black Friday and all that. So when you don't necessarily try to make every single month equal, it's a lot easier to like create a plan that actually might work out than to try to convince yourself that every single month is going to be the same. So in my business, every month is not the same at all. Last year I made $76,000 in November. Black Friday, I had an amazing Black Friday. I think I made like 30,000, maybe a little bit over $30,000. Black Friday weekend alone. So I knew that November was going to play a huge role towards my overall numbers for the year. But my lowest month in sales last year was like $25,000 or something like that. Is that a lie? I think I made $25,000 in like July or something like that. So anyway, long story short, I always know that every single month is not going to be the same. So I go into every month with a goal as far as what percentage of my revenue needs to come from this goal. I mean, from this month. And that really helps me to create a plan that might actually make sense rather than me going in there with $100,000 goal in January. It's like, girl, it's right after the holiday. Actually, no, January of last year was my worst month, $18,000. So instead of me going into the year thinking, oh, you need to come right out the gate with $100,000 month, it's like, nope, it's okay if you only make $18,000, girl. That's not what we're aiming for in January. So just having a more realistic understanding. If you can go back and look at your numbers from last year and calculate what percentage of your sales came from every month, you can use that kind of as a reference as you plan for 2022 if you haven't created a plan just yet. So that's really it, y'all. That's what happened in 2021 for me. Why I missed my $500,000 goal that I'm still pissed about. I'm pissed about it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm pissed, but I'm proud of myself because I actually more than doubled my numbers from 2020. So in 2020, I made $215,000. So I more than doubled my numbers in 2021. So I'm not mad at that. I'm proud of that. But I missed my goal and I don't like losing. I don't like it. So I'm definitely gonna work hard to meet my $1 million goal this year. And I hope y'all have set some goals. I hope y'all know what y'all want to accomplish this year. And if you don't know, it's okay. It's early. We're only 6 days into the year. So you got time to really think it through and figure out what you want to accomplish and, create a plan. Create a plan month over month, quarter over quarter, so that you can meet that goal for the year. Let me see what y'all talking about in these comments up here. I need to start email marketing. Yes, everybody, email marketing is amazing. I use Klaviyo for email marketing. Y'all should check it out. I post every day just because I don't have the viability I need to make sales. No one ever opens my emails. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, one, subject lines could definitely play a role in why people don't open your emails, and also sending times too. One thing that I did or tested out in 2021 was sending more emails overnight. That was fantastic. You'd be surprised at the number of people that will open an email at 2 a.m. Okay. So testing out different times and different subject lines could definitely help out. Aminata, I forgot that too. I've been so motivated thanks to you. I'm basically starting from scratch, but I'm setting goals and making sure that I'm hitting them this year. Thank you for being so selfless, Chance. You're welcome. I love that. So, how do you master selling? Just through trial and error, or is that something that just comes natural? So, I did it for 11 years. So, it didn't come natural. I learned it through working and actually doing it. So, I think it definitely is trial and error, and it definitely takes practice. Selling is really just learning how to talk to people, though. That's the key. So if you go into attempting to make a sale and you sound like a robot and you sound like you're trying to sell, you probably won't make very many sales. So my advice to everybody would be to first and foremost just show up like a human. Write your captions like a human. create content like a human, show up and talk to people like they're people, because people support people. We have even when I worked in retail, for example, I worked for these like really big corporations, and people would come into the store, and obviously they talk to us, the sales associates or the sales managers and things like that. But they always had a favorite. They always had somebody who, like a specific person that they came to see. They're like, "Oh, it's Jan's here." And I'd be like, "Hey, Martha, how are you today? Girl, let me show you the whatever we just got, because I know your favorite color is purple. And girl, we just got all this purple stuff in." And we're having conversation. I'm telling her how much I love her shoes. I'm asking her about her kids. How's your husband doing? How's your mom doing? How's that thing that you bought last month? Did you wear it yet? I'm having conversation. So selling is really about relationship building. And if you don't ever learn how to build a relationship with someone online, it's going to be really, really hard for you to drive sales consistently in your business. But yeah, it definitely takes time, and it's very much trial and error for sure. I think the first step for me is learning my website. I don't know what to do, and I start panicking just looking at a product. Oh yeah. So yeah, take your time, one thing at a time. One thing that I teach in my classes is, as it pertains to your website, write or draw it out on paper what you want it to look like. Draw it out like, I want there to be a big box here and 3 small boxes here, and I want there to be 4 products here, and then some text, and then one big image here, and then an image here and some words. Like, map it out on paper, like visually what you want it to look like first, and then choose what you want to go in each of those sections. So what kind of image do you want this to be? What do you want this text to say? What products do you want there to be here? And so when I go to take my pictures, whether it be me taking the pictures or my photographer taking the pictures, I always know, okay, I need to take this one picture because it's going in my header, or I need to take this other picture because it's going to go in this, I don't know, this one area on my homepage or something like that. So I always map it out first so that I don't go and try to build my website from scratch or from the top of my head. I always literally draw it out on a piece of paper first. Um, hope this can be a 6-figure year for my business. It absolutely can, Camille girl. Yes. Do you have a goal for the Boutique Academy? I do have a goal for the Boutique Academy. So this year this year for the Boutique Academy, I'm adding a lot more, not necessarily streams of revenue, but products and things of that nature. So not even courses. I'm adding like actual products that are like tools for e-commerce businesses and things like that. So I don't want to say it out loud because somebody gonna steal my ideas, but I'm adding more products. I'm adding more products and less courses, less classes, because now I have the accelerator and I have the monthly membership, and I really want to zero in on those things. I don't want to have a lot of random classes about different topics and things like that, because a lot of people want to start from where they want to start from, and where they want to start from is the wrong place for them to start. So for example, some people want to start with their website when their website should be the last thing on their minds when they're starting their business. They should really be starting with branding. They should start with target audience. They should start with market research and doing a competitor analysis and things like that. So I'm getting away from these like one time random topic courses and just really focusing on giving people ongoing information that builds upon, the topics build upon each other. So courses, or not courses, my membership, my accelerator, um I have a launch class, and then I have a class that's specifically about online sales. So how to make sales online through sales funnels and email marketing and content strategy. And then I'm adding physical products for e-commerce brands and things of that nature. And then I'm also going to do events this year. So I want to do, God willing, God willing that this pandemic don't get any worse than it actually is. But I want to add more like in-person events. So I want to travel to different cities and have like weekend workshops and things like that. So we can have like more hands-on learning. excuse me, more hands-on learning and stuff like that. So I do have a goal for the boutique academy. I do. You asked me what it was though, so I ain't gonna tell you. I do have a goal for the boutique academy. I've always shied away from email and SMS marketing because I literally don't know what to say to folks, and I have fear that they'll just unsubscribe. So I always tell people that as long as you have products, you have something to say. You just have to choose which products or products you're going to talk about each time you send a message. So whether that be let's say you want to send a message about your dresses, the email can say, have you checked out our dresses? We have 17 different dresses in 5 different colors. Come check them out. That's it. Text message. The beautiful thing about text messages is that they can be short and sweet and straight to the point, and they should be. They shouldn't be long. They don't have to be these like long paragraphs or these full blown long statements. They can be very straight to the point. And your email marketing just needs to have a very short synopsis of what this email is about. So if you choose something that you sell for that email to be about, it's a lot easier to write a message that resonates, and also segmenting your audience. So depending on how big your audience is, you can segment people by their interest, by what they purchased. So you can do a segment of people who bought dresses, a segment of people who bought tops, a segment of people who bought matching sets, so on and so forth. And you can start sending emails to them about things that they would care about. So as long as you know those things, it's a lot easier to send emails than it is when you don't necessarily know who you're sending the email to and why you're sending it to that group of people. Um, um, oh, and then the unsubscribe thing. People are going to unsubscribe. You want people to unsubscribe. Let me tell you why you want people to unsubscribe. One, depending on how big your email list is, you pay per subscriber on your list. So I have, I want to say like 6,000 people on my list. I deleted like 8,000 people off my list last year. 8,000, crazy. I was like, oh no, y'all ain't opening, y'all ain't bought nothing. Guess what? Y'all can go. Goodbye. It's been nice knowing you. I deleted a whole bunch of people. I have 6,000 people on my email list. Klaviyo makes you pay a certain amount of money as your list grows. So if they unsubscribe, I'm like, thank you so much. I no longer have to pay for you to be here because you don't want to be here. I don't want anybody on my list that doesn't want to be here. So your job is not to keep all these people. Your job is to reach as many of the right people as possible and to keep the right people. That's it. So if they leave, they just weren't the right people for your business. Got to reframe your thinking. Reframe. When you buy inventory, do you plan on selling it all within the month? Never. Nope. So when, for example, the inventory that I buy in January typically is not until, or the inventory that I buy in January is not going to be for this month. It's for February. I might buy inventory to restock out of the inventory that I sold in January, but I have like a budget that I'm going to spend in January for February. And then out of the inventory, you know, uh, it's possible that I might sell it all, but my goal is never to sell it all. My goal is to sell as much of it that it takes to make my goal. So my goal is never equal to the value of my inventory. So if I have $60,000 worth of inventory, my goal isn't naturally $60,000 because I know that, for example, people are going to get a discount for signing up for my email list, or I might run a flash sale or something like that, which ultimately is going to decrease the value of my inventory. So I never set a goal that's equal to the value of my inventory. I never like go into the month with it in mind that I'm trying to sell everything. What would you recommend for an Instagram page starting brand new from 0 followers? A lot of intentional content, reels, especially if you're starting from scratch, you should start with reels, utilizing reels with those trending sounds and the content actually being good, entertaining, or valuable. Valuable meaning educational or entertaining to somebody. Your page can grow very fast. So reels, as much content as possible. Make sure it looks good. Make sure the content related to your products is photographed in a way that would attract your target audience. So literally like the settings that you take your pictures in, they should be not appropriate. They should be in alignment with the type of customer that you want to attract. And hashtags still work. I don't know why people be saying hashtags don't work. Hashtags still work, so use hashtags. And that's really it. Go as hard as possible posting content that is appealing and that your target audience might actually want to see. My first step is to join your class. Come on in, Mary. Come join us. If you're tuned in, y'all join the membership period. Come join us. Where can I find information about your boot camp? Kay Williams. If you go to theboutiqueacademy.com, hold on, I'll put the link in the chat box for you. Theboutiqueacademy.com. That's where the launch boot camp is, and I also have a 3-part sales webinar. So the launch boot camp is literally, kid y'all not, 15 hours of content. I literally spent 3 days with a group of people. I did it 6 times live. 6 times. I hosted this class 6 times live, and I'm tired now. So now it is a pre-recorded class, but there's over 15 hours of content teaching you how to launch your business. And then the sales webinar is 3 parts. It's about 10 hours long. And the first part is all about sales funnels. So just really understanding the science of selling. The second part is all about email marketing. So teaching you email marketing from scratch and how to use Klaviyo. And then the third part is content strategy. So teaching you how to be strategic about the content that you create and ultimately how the content and email marketing play a role in your sales funnel. Yeah. Y'all should check it out. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Membership has so many resources. It does. I love the membership. I love it. Love the membership, and Launch Bootcamp was the best investments I've ever made. Oh, thanks, Camille. Make a location, Tampa, Florida. You know what? Listen, ever since I watched Selling Tampa on Netflix, I'm like, man, I never thought I wanted to go to Tampa. I'm like, I need to go to Tampa. I was like, it looks beautiful in Tampa. So I need to go to Tampa. Yes. I don't want you spilling all the beans, so I didn't ask enough. Okay. Yes, please come to Florida. I will definitely come to Florida. Come to North Carolina. I was literally just in North Carolina last month. I was there. This year, my goal is not worrying about how I believe people are going to perceive my marketing, but sending it out anyway. Yes, I love it. Send it anyway. What's a good email marketing platform? Yes, Klaviyo. What the lady said underneath. Klaviyo. What I miss, Big Chance. Hey, girl. We just talking about why I missed my goal and our 2022 dreams and goals and aspirations. Can you post the membership? I can. The link is actually on the Boutique Academy website, but I will post the link for the membership for y'all too. boutiquebrandschool.com. I feel like I was supposed to put the little HTT situation in front of this. Hold on. HTT, too many T's. That's right. Boom. Okay, there we go. Let's see. For your SMS messages, do you do just a text or do you include a pic? Sometimes I do pics, sometimes I do just a message. So typically I only send a picture when I have like a really huge collection or like a bunch of new arrivals. Otherwise, if it's like a small number of things or like a restock, I just send the just the text. Most of the time I just send the text because sending with a picture costs some money, and I'm like, I'd rather save that money. Oops, my comments moving too fast. Thank you for your response. I've been in business for almost 2 years with very little sales because I've been inconsistently winging everything. That's over now. Yes, no more winging it. For someone just starting, is there a recommended plan of action for taking your courses or joining the membership? So, if you're just starting, then I would say the Launch Bootcamp is going to be the best option for you. The membership has a bunch of different content about different topics. So, like, there's an email marketing class in there, there's an analytics class. Um, what else is there? There's a class about branding, but it's in no specific order. It's just like a bunch of content that you can consume at your own pace. But the Launch Bootcamp is literally a class specifically about all the things you need to know prior to launching and to create a launch plan. So if you're like, I need to know how to just launch this business right and do it effectively, then the Launch Bootcamp is definitely going to be the best option. But the membership has very valuable information. It's just not necessarily geared towards like a beginner's business or any specific order. But we have like live Q&As, live calls every month. I bring in a guest expert. Like this weekend, for example, this is a great time for y'all to sign up. So this weekend on Saturday, we're having a 3-hour training about reels. I haven't posted it in the membership yet. I need to add it to the event calendar. But we're having a 3-hour training. I'm bringing somebody in to teach all about reels. So I bring experts in to teach classes about different topics, and then I teach classes about different topics, and everything's saved in there. So you can see all of the old classes, literally from, I started it in October of 2020. So you can see all the classes literally from the beginning inside of there, and it's really cool. I love it. Will your boot camp help if I'm not selling clothes? Yes, it will. It will help regardless of what you're selling. I bought the boutique boot camp, and have learned so much already from the first hour of content, especially compared to other courses that I bought. So I would recommend it. Oh, thank you. Yay. That makes me happy. Hi Crystal. Thank you. Y'all, my birthday was on Monday. Thank you. So I see you're rebranding. Is it Brazen or so? I'm not rebranding Brazen just yet, but I am going to rebrand Brazen this year. It is definitely in the works. I have lots of big plans for Brazen this year. I have to have big plans to make $1 million. I'm like, okay, girl, what you've done thus far was cute. What are we gonna do to make $1 million? Man. Think of it this way. If the people on your email list get tired of your emails, they're just not into your brand. And you pay per subscriber, so they're wasting your money. Yep, exactly. Look, I took the boot camp and I tell all my friends with e-commerce brands to do it. If you're selling online, Jen's got you. Thank you, Jessica. Yes. I always say, like, one thing I try to remind people is, even though I sell clothes, my background isn't just in selling clothes. I've literally sold everything under the sun in my past. I've sold clothes, shoes, accessories, skincare, makeup, cologne, perfume, toys, travel goods, handbags, houseware. Did I say toys already? Toys. I sold everything. And the one thing that I have learned selling all of those things is that there's no difference in selling any of them. You need to just understand how to talk to people, how to build relationships with people. You need to understand how to explain what your brand is and who your brand is for, or who would be best served by whatever this product is. You need to know how to talk to people and convince people that your product is of quality and is of value, or would be of value to them. That's literally it. So it's called the Boutique Launch Bootcamp, but it's not necessarily geared towards just clothing boutiques. How long should you promote your business before you actually launch? I would say a minimum of 30 days. If you can give yourself 60 days, but a minimum of 30 for sure. Guest speaker this Saturday. Yep, guest speaker this Saturday. I'm gonna put it inside the membership tonight. I need to put it in there so y'all can RSVP, because I have not done that yet. I am slacking already. But yeah. How are past students able to get new accelerator content? I haven't been able to access it, but then I don't see where to pay. Crystal, so you should have got an email about the new member. I mean, not the new membership, the new accelerator. I sent the email to all the old accelerator students on, I want to say on the first. I think on January 1st. Check your email and see if you have an email from it would have came from the Boutique Academy. See if you have an email from it. Hey Jance, is the 500,000 net profit? If no, how much do you set aside for expenses in your business? No, so 500,000 is what I was trying to make in sales, not in profit. So I don't necessarily set aside a certain amount of money for the entire year because it's not all in my bank account already for the entire year. So every single month I have a budget for how much money I would like to spend towards inventory. And then I try to set a percentage of my sales that I would like to come from marketing. So for example, ads. I try to set a percentage of my revenue I would like to come from marketing and choose how much money I would probably need to spend towards marketing to make that amount of money. So there's different amounts of money that I spend each month in accordance with the amount of money that I want to make that month. I'm excited about Saturday. I love the membership. I am excited too. I'm always excited when somebody else is hosting the class and I get to sit and take notes with y'all. I am always excited for that. Are you feeling better? I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm congested today and I have like a lot of like buildup up in here. But other than that, I'm feeling a lot better. I have an email list of 150 people, and I noticed only 95 of them only open my emails. And baby, that's definitely changing this year. You know what though? That is a good number out of 150. That's a really good number. So, kind of similar to conversion rates in e-commerce, especially for clothing stores. The average conversion rate is only 2 to 3%. So out of all the people that come to your website, only 2 to 3% of them typically buy something. So out of 150 people, if 95 of them open, that's 63%. Girl, that's a good open rate. That is a really good open rate. So if you get it beyond that, oh, you are doing the dang thing, okay? The dang thing. When you host the morning session, the membership, do you post a video after the person who missed the event? Yes. So my assistant has been sick. Usually my assistant posts it in there afterwards, but she's been sick, so I don't think she posted the one from yesterday. And then the one on Monday, I didn't record, but I didn't record it because I had already recorded a video talking about what we talked about in the live call. So the class on Monday morning was about the KPI tracker and tracking your KPIs. So I shared a video in there about the KPIs and with the tracker that I gave everybody access to. So yes, they are recorded. I'll probably have to upload the recording myself because she's sick. I don't see that email. Okay, I'll have to check and see why you ain't receive it. I'll have to send it to you. I'm nervous about selling sweats and hoodies. Consider I'm launching this spring summer. I hope people buy. They might and they might not. That's the sucky part about starting a business. You never know what's going to happen until you do it. So most businesses, when they launch, there's typically something that doesn't sell. If I'm being honest, there's always going to be something that does not work out. Our businesses are not perfect. I still have tons of stuff that I sell that just is like, nope, that wasn't it. They didn't like that. We're going to have to move on. So, yeah, we have to kind of go into business, not thinking the worst, but just knowing that there's the potential that something may not work out. Did you try the medicine ball from Starbucks? I didn't because I haven't left the house. I literally told my husband this morning that I wanted to go to Starbucks, and then he ended up making me breakfast, I think. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to Starbucks. I need to get one of those though. Get some menthol crystals in your life for that congestion. Menthol crystals. Okay, I'm about to look for that. Do you forecast sales? Yes. So I work with Darlene, and me and with Darlene, we forecast what we believe my sales will be month over month, for month over month, and then quarter over quarter towards the entire year. Get you some sea moss and elderberry. I've been taking that nonstop. I have COVID-19. Girl, first of all, everybody keeps telling me get me some elderberry, and I'm like, where do I get elderberry? Where do I get that? Menthol crystals are best. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look for this. I'm definitely gonna have to look for this. Um, okay, y'all moving fast now. Hold on. Hello, interested in how to get more sales course. I wanted to know, is this course for beginners? I'm not new to entrepreneurship. Wanted to know, does the course go in depth or is it just a beginner? It goes in depth. It literally teaches you everything that I know about sales funnels, how to guide someone through a sales funnel. It goes through email marketing in depth, and then it goes through content strategy in depth. There's a few reviews at the bottom of the page too. You can read the reviews if you're interested in knowing how everyone else felt about it. Chance, I think the reason I'm not making sales is content. Does the sales funnel course go through that? Yes. So the entire third part is literally nothing but content. What it means and how to create better content to drive more sales in your business. I want to get my contact in order before doing anything, or content in order before doing anything else, because everything else is, yeah. Yep. The third part of the class is all about content. My daughter wears a hoodie all year. I say go for it. Yeah, I mean, I wear hoodies all year round. Girl, I wear a sweatshirt and a hoodie literally every day of my life, it seems like at this point. So there are people, definitely. There's a market for anything. I'll say that. And also, my customers literally bought, like, I thought going into the summer, like the warmer months, that sweatpants would kind of die down for me. They didn't. I literally sold sweatpants and sweatshirts and jogger sets all year. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess so. This is crazy. um, so I've noticed when I send emails to my customers, they are going straight to their spam, which means nobody's opening my email. True. So I think we have to figure out why they're going to your spam, and I have no idea how to go about that. But that's gonna be the first step, figuring out why it's going to spam. Um, y'all can hear my husband snoring. He said he was waiting for me. He's snoring. I can hear him snoring through the door. Um, Bluegrass Elderberry is launching a website this weekend, I think. Bluegrass Elderberry. Let me look that up. Bluegrass Elderberry. How do I save on photo shoots starting off? It gets pricey. You don't unless you're gonna create it yourself. So I didn't do any professional photo shoots until 2 years into my business. And the reason that I didn't do any professional photo shoots is, one, at the time I really hadn't justified me paying money towards a photo shoot. And I also couldn't justify that I would be able to continue to do it month over month. So I always tell people that if it's not something that you can afford to do month over month, like, if you know that you cannot feasibly put it into your budget every single month, don't do it. You will be better off investing in like a content creation class, but one that teaches you how to take your own photos using your phone. So taking your own photos until you can afford to do it. But also knowing how, if you are able to put into your budget, knowing exactly how much you can afford to budget towards photography every single month, and then having a conversation with the photographers that you're interested in and letting them know, this is what my budget is that feasible, or what can I get for that? Because sometimes it could be, you do a photo shoot, but only for certain things, and you're still creating some of your content on your own. But photo shoots it's definitely it can be expensive for sure. Um, Makes you breathe better. Just use a really small portion. Okay, thank you, thank y'all. I've got so many remedies in my inbox for all this coughing and stuff this congestion. Um, can you do an IG live where you look through websites or IG pages don't and do audits? I sure can. Let me schedule that into my life. Yes, I can. It literally, if you're thinking about joining the accelerator, literally do it. I'm a beauty brand. Jansen's contest transformed my business. One of the investments I made towards my business. Thank you, Crystal. I got a business email that helped emails to stop going to spam. Oh yeah, Latasha, do you have a business email? You definitely want to make sure you guys have a business email address. So business email address would be your business at or hello at yourbusiness.com or help at yourbusiness.com or support at yourbusiness.com. Where can I sign up for the 8-week program? So the 8-week program is now a 12-week program. It's now 4 weeks longer. So I'll put the link to it in the chat box for you. What is the spam in the comments is just terrible. Like, how do I block these people? Good God. That's the one thing I hate about having a YouTube channel sometimes. People be spammy. Let me see if I can block this person. This is ridiculous. Hi Naomi. Hello. Okay, there we go. I just dropped the link for you. So if you guys are interested in any of the classes or if you have any questions about any of the classes, let me know. If you're not following me on Instagram, you definitely should. I share a lot of content over there. That's one thing I definitely want to get better about this year is more YouTube content. I have a lot of it planned out. I just need to record it all. I have all the videos literally planned out for like a whole year, y'all. Let's pray on it. So I definitely want to be more active over here. But I've been so active on Instagram. So many lives. I literally have, I don't even know. I went live so many times on Instagram last year. It was crazy. And they're long lives. They're literally like 3 hours long, y'all, of me just answering questions about business. Like I do not show up and lollygag with these people at all. I'm just like sharing information for 3 hours straight over and over and over again. So I have a ton of live recordings on my Instagram. Y'all should definitely check it out. This week I started going live with other boutique owners. So I'm going live with like some popular boutique owners and interviewing them about their experiences, growing their businesses. I'm also going live with some of my students and they're talking about their experiences, growing their businesses and things of that nature. So y'all should definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun over on my Instagram. I'll try to like recycle some of the content over here. You're welcome, Virginia. Hi, what is the link about? I just joined. Someone just asked for the link to my coaching program. Are you going to open up the courses you posted in the membership again? I am, yes. I want to revamp a couple of them, though. Put some more up-to-date information in them. When will you be done accepting or denying accelerated application for New Year's Eve? I am literally still going through them all. There's 21 still that I have to go through. So hopefully I'll be done with those tomorrow. But if you applied on New Year's Eve, that I already sent all of them for that. So if you didn't receive an email about the accelerator, send me an email with your name and your email address, because you should, if you apply on New Year's Eve, you should have already received the email back. When will you? Oh, wait, I read that one. Hi, Nikki. I'll say it again, Chance, you're a godsend. Thank you, Susie. You have a marketing book or guide? I don't have a book specifically about marketing. I do have 2 books though. Wait, Big Jans, don't forget you have tons of free content here on YouTube that can help businesses as well. Absolutely, I do. If it's your first day here, I literally have over 100 videos, literally all about my online boutique experience and just like what to do with this thing. So if it's your first day here, definitely check out some videos. There's literally like 134 of them. It's crazy. And my docu-series too, y'all. If y'all ain't watched my docu-series, y'all should check it out. I did a 6-episode docu-series last year, right at the end of last year, documenting like some, big parts of my business and like behind the scenes of my life and stuff like that. So y'all should definitely check it out too. It's good little series. Use OBS. You can post the same live to your YouTube and IG. What's OBS? What's that? So the content course on your site, is it done forever or will you bring it back? I'll probably create a new content course because that one's a little bit outdated. I got new tricks up my sleeve. What email should I send it to? You could email me at jans@theboutiqueacademy.com. jans@theboutiqueacademy.com. Hey Jans, have you ever thought of implementing work sessions in the boutique boot camp? I haven't. What kind of work sessions? Type me a message in the Facebook group and let me know what we're talking about. Because I got my acceptance letter. I felt like I got into college, Brittany. Yes. I'm so excited for our first call. So if you apply for the accelerator, our first call is going to be January 20th. So you still have time if anybody's interested or if you have any questions about it, just let me know. Yes. I personally never taken any of her boutique accelerator, but I have joined the monthly membership and watched almost all her videos on here YouTube. I've done scaled my business so much to having 4-figure months. Oh, I love it. I meant work sessions in the boutique monthly membership. Oh, we definitely can for sure. Yeah. How do you do everything? I do everything with a hope and a prayer. I literally have, first of all, look, this is my sticky note pile. I literally take notes of all these things that are like, my sister's calling me. I literally take notes of like all the things I want to accomplish, and I prioritize pretty good. I'm pretty good at like saying what's important now and what can wait. So that's really it. Prioritizing and kind of just knowing how to divvy up my time really. Um, hey Jan, it's been following you for a while. Love your transparency. Thank you, Tia. Will you be doing a season 2 of the documentary? I am. So I'm gonna do a season 2 of the docu-series, and then I'm also going to do a series kind of where I like go into different businesses and interview them about their businesses. So it's gonna be like a series, like I don't know, like kind of like a behind the scenes series. I don't know, but yeah, I am. I'm gonna do a second season. I need her brain. I just said Jan says got to have a clone because I feel lazy when she talks about all she does. I wish I had a clone. I would accomplish so much more. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a clone. Happy New Year 2022, and you've been smart and beautiful, but you need to get your life together, find your man and go to school and church, and thank you for your support. Good luck. Ooh. What the heck is that? Okay, Michael. Michael gotta go because I don't know what Michael talking about. I am cracking up. Clearly, Michael don't know me. Clearly, Michael don't know me because I got all them things, all of them. I'm cracking up. Loving the new series, new subscriber, by the way. Thank you. Welcome to the party. About the content course. Will I need to buy the updated version? No, you won't. Nope. I'll just update the existing one. So if you already bought it, you'll get access to the updated version. So she is very happy, flourishing, everything. Go about your business. Oh my God. I am cracking up. Michael came out of nowhere. Y'all get so many like random spammy messages from men in a day. It's crazy. Um, Let me see. Now that you're big Jans now, LOL. Is there anything that you would tell the Jans that was just starting out? Oh, that's a good question. Hmm. What would I tell Jans who was just starting out? Man, I think I would tell the Jans that was just starting out to I think I would tell her to just have fun. Like, have fun. I find that I do a lot better work when I'm having fun. When I think too hard about it, it starts to feel like work and I start to feel stressed. I start to feel apprehensive. I start to, second guess myself. Which is why, like, for example, I don't think I put out as much content on YouTube last year because I was so focused on my business or businesses. And I just started really like second guessing everything content wise. I'm like, oh, should I talk about that or should I wait to talk about that? I started being even with the amount of content that I put out last year, like on Instagram, I was still very I don't know, I was very like I second guessed myself a lot. So I would tell myself to have fun. Like, even though it's business, it should be fun. And I didn't have a lot of fun initially. So once I started having more fun, I started seeing better results. I just joined. I'm nervous and excited. Don't be nervous. No reason to be nervous. We are all very welcoming. It's a lot of fun inside of there. I promise. The series where you talked about different business. Can you do Saks Fifth, please, or Nordstrom? So I never worked at Nordstrom, so I can do Saks, yes. So the series was all about places that I've worked and what I've learned from those places. So I have worked at Saks. So I sure can make the next one about Saks. I was gonna let me see. The ones I want to do next are so I'll do Saks. I'm gonna do Toomey. If you don't know what Toomey is, Toomey sells luxury travel goods. I know that sounds boring, but I learned so much. I used to sell like $1,000 suitcases, y'all. And I'm like, I can't believe people spend $1,000 on suitcases. Like, this don't make no sense. But I learned a lot. And I'm like, I need to tell y'all what I learned selling $1,000 suitcases. So I'm gonna make one about Toomey. And what was the other one that I wanted to do? Was it IKEA? Did I ever post that one? No, I don't think I did that one. I'm gonna post IKEA too. I learned a lot while I was working at IKEA. So yeah, I'll definitely do that one. Um, put some respect on her name, Michael. Y'all are so funny. Have fun. I like that because when I overthink, I stress out too and don't want to do anything because then it reminds me of my job in healthcare. Mentally challenging. I don't want to feel that with my business. Yes, you definitely don't. Tools or a system you use to plan and prioritize everything besides post-its. I use a platform called Asana. So Asana, I'm gonna put the name of it in the chat box. So Asana is a project management tool, and it basically allows you to like plan. You can like create to-do lists, and then you can create boards and like move the to-do list to certain dates of the week. Or if you have a team, you can assign certain tasks to other teams. To other people on your team. And you could just really like bullet point certain things that you've started to like. So say you have something on your to-do list, you can open that one thing on your to-do list and then start putting like bullet points for what you want to accomplish within that one thing. You can add pictures. So say you had like some inspiration or something that you wanted to go back to help you finish that thing or finish planning it or whatever, you can add like bullet points or links or pictures or a video or things like that. Um, so Asana, I would say, is one that really is really helpful to me. There's actually, if you're in the membership, if you haven't watched that video, there's a video about Asana in the monthly membership. I love that series. Oh, thank you. I learned a lot working at Express. I worked at Express, but for a very short time. I stopped showing up. Yeah. That was one of the few jobs I was like, I don't like it here. I don't like it. It could have just been the one that I worked at though. Love to me. I bought one piece and you can't tell me nothing. Listen, that's how I feel. I went to a Toomey outlet and I was like, because when I worked there, first of all, I worked there and never bought a piece because even with my discount, I still couldn't afford it. Um, so I bought a big one and like a carry-on sometime last year, and then I just bought my husband one when we were in Florida. I love my Toomey suitcase. Okay, worth every penny. Um, I'm supposed to get the limited video first. Ooh, child. Okay, the limited and Saks Fifth Avenue. Okay, okay. Okay, got it. I'm cracking up. I started to feel bad that I took a break this first week with my business because I felt overworked and my creative juices just wasn't flowing. But last night, live with Nicole, she lit some fire under me. Okay, listen, Nicole lit a fire under me too. I was like, I ain't got no excuse. This is crazy. Y'all, if y'all are not following me on Instagram, y'all should definitely check out the live I did last night with Nicole. She's the owner of a boutique called Shop Pretty Pieces. Well, Pretty Pieces is the name of her boutique. And that live was so inspirational. Oh my God. Like it was amazing. Y'all should definitely check it out. Um, I'm nervous too. All the other groups I've joined have been kind of catty and had mean girl energy, but I'm hopeful that this is different. Janice feels very helpful and genuine. Well, thank you. I can gratefully say that I don't have any catty groups, and so much so that when my Facebook group, so my membership isn't in a Facebook group. Let me say that. So I used to have a Facebook group and it started off fantastic. It was very warm and welcoming and everybody was super supportive. And as it grew, it got very catty. So I closed it because I did not like that. That is not what I created and that was not what I intended for it to be. So I closed it because I refuse to allow it to continue to be that. So my membership is not that at all. Thank God. All of the members are very supportive. They're very open. They're very helpful. We have amazing conversations on our live Zoom calls. This month, I'm testing out doing live calls with them in the mornings, Mondays and Wednesdays. So we just started this week. We did one this Monday and this Wednesday. And we literally just like talk and give each other inspiration and motivation and education and all those things. So it is a great time, and I have no catty groups. Thank the Lord. So the Facebook group that I closed, it was closed for a good number of months. I opened another Facebook group and started over from scratch. And I have an assistant now. Well, I have a couple of assistants now. So I have somebody who's able to moderate it more closely. Thank God. And yeah, so I'm more hopeful with this one. But if it gets catty, guess what? I'll shut that one down too because I refuse to allow anybody to talk to anybody, you know, crazy. No, I don't play that. So, yeah, my membership is fantastic. It's very organized. All of the content is inside of there. Very nice, very streamlined. There's a place for everything. You can create your own profile. You can create private chats with different people. It's very, very, very nice. Um, I was up at 12:01 planning out the rest of January, February, and March. I love to hear it. I'm mad that I can still tell when people are wearing Express shirts. That's hilarious. Y'all, the ladies in the membership are so nice. No cattiness. Don't be nervous. I was, and I had no reason to be. Thank you, Alexandra. I didn't like working there either, but I think it was just the manager I had. Yeah. What's your IG name? It is exactly what my name is on here. Jan Charte. I keep it consistent across all platforms. Jan Charte. What's so special about Toomey versus Samsonite? So I have no knowledge of Samsonite. What I can say about Toomey is that Toomey sells a variety of different types of travel goods. The one that they're most known for is, I forget what the name of the fabrication is, but it's made of this like military grade fabric. So basically it's like indestructible. So people pay a lot of money for it because of the fabrication that it's made of and how indestructible it is. It also has a lifetime warranty, so they will repair any of the parts or replace any of the parts if need be, which is very nice for that size of an investment. So yeah, I don't know about Samsonite. I'm gonna have to read about Samsonite to to know what the difference is. We don't do mean girl over this way. Jans has the best community on the internet. Thank you, Sasha. Come join us over there at Facebook. I'm part of it. Very informative. I just joined the live. It's good. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Hello, welcome. Where to get info on the membership? Oh, I think I posted it too far up. Hold on, let me post it again for you. This is the link for the membership. Do you have anything on tax tips or tracking storing inventory? I don't. So I try my hardest to not provide information about things that I am not an expert in, such as taxes. Because I don't want to misinform anybody. I pay somebody to do my taxes, so I don't want to give anybody wrong information or half of the information that they actually need. And then as far as inventory, I don't think I have any like classes that are specifically about inventory. Is there something in particular that you want to know about tracking and sorting or storing inventory? That's how I found you. Some drama craziness sent me to your page. Me being nosy. I'm so happy I was because I have been forever changed by your knowledge. Oh my gosh. Well, I am so happy that you stuck around. Lord. I got inserted in like, I think there was like 3 drama filled situations in 2021 that I got inserted in. I was like, how did I get here? I was like, I'm so nice. How did I get here? It was so funny to me. Every time it happened, I was like, now what did I do this time, God? Oh man. I second what my sister Sasha said. And mind you, we weren't even in the same cohort. So that speaks volumes. Right. I know, right? I've been binge watching all the membership videos since joining last week, taking bad notes. There is a lot of content in there to consume, for sure. Do you have any recommendations for making a content KPI? I thought it would be helpful to have one for content. Oh, that's a good question. I would say think about what KPIs you want to track. So, like if you want to track, let me think of a better way to that would probably be easier to track it. So, I think it might be more helpful if you have like content categories. So you can say like, let's say your content categories are product, education, entertainment. Let's say that those like are the 3 different types of content that you're creating. And then within each one of those content categories, you can say if I my product within my product category, there is video content, carousel, and a single image, or even like a reel. You can have like 4 different types of product related content. And then in the education, you can have whatever types of content. So having like content categories and then the types of content that might live within those categories, and then tracking whichever KPIs matter to you. So it might be like website clicks, shares, reach, impressions. Choose whichever ones you want. So I would say it might be more helpful if you categorize the type of content first, and then maybe track like, for example, today's January 6th. So let's say on January 7th, I posted one entertainment reel, one product single image, and one product carousel. And then you can have columns for website clicks, reach, impressions, shares, so on and so forth, and just like track, this is how many I got of each one. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I think that might work out. Now I want to now I want to go create one. I'm gonna have to create one now because that's a good idea. I've been going back and forth to the app all evening. It's like Christmas for my business. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, there's a ton of content in there. I was going to say, I wish I could show you. I can kind of show you on my phone. If y'all want to see kind of what it looks like. Oh shoot. I was in the process of can I save this? Hold on. I was posting a post for y'all inside of the membership. And I didn't finish posting it. Hold on. Let me see if I can open it on my other phone. Do I have it on here? Cause that's gonna ruin my post that I ain't post yet. Let me see if I can save it. Select all, copy, because I want to show y'all what it looks like inside. Because it was about to be a good post. Okay. So let me put my hand up. I got to do the creator thing, the influencer thing with my hand. Okay. Oh no, hold on, wait. We gotta find the light. Hold on. I gotta find the light. Okay, there we go. So this is the membership. It's called Boutique Brand School, and it's inside. I have my own app now. So if you have it's not an Android yet. It'll be inside of Android tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have an Apple device, once you sign up for the membership, you can actually download the app. So this is a membership. It's called Boutique Brand School, and it's basically like a little community. So everybody can post, what they got going on. You can ask questions. You get to create your own profile. You can see members near you. So I can see like every person that's in the membership that is in St. Louis. So I can like interact with them if I wanted to. So that's what like the main feed looks like. And then at the top, there's a button to add a post or ask a question. So in the menu, which is off to the side over here, I'm gonna click it. Let me see if it'll work. Don't mind my dirty nail. So in the menu, if you go to discovery, this is where you can see like the content that's featured that I think is important for you to consume. So you can see all this is stuff that's posted by me. So there's a welcome message. And then after that is a class that I did about a month ago called Is Your Business Set Up for Success? After that is a class about creating your brand identity. There's a class about your KPIs, which I just did on Monday. There's a post about making sales. And then underneath it is this featured section, which are like the classes that I think you should definitely take in. So the KPIs class, the brand identity class, there's a class about email marketing. This one's y'all can't see that, but that's a class about Klaviyo for email marketing. There's a class with my friend Brianka who taught about launch strategy, Asana, which I was just talking about. There's a class about studying your analytics in depth. And then underneath that is upcoming events. So our next one, it says January 10th, but it's actually Saturday. I need to put it in there. And then this little section here is all of the content divided by like topics. So at the top is all the classes and what I call Jance's Gems. So this is where you can see all the stuff, all the classes that I've done about different topics and things of that nature. Since I started the membership, all of our past Q&A calls. So the Q&A calls happen on Zoom every month. And then all the guest experts that have come and hosted classes. It's loading. So these are all the guest experts that have come and hosted classes for us. And there is the events. So these are all of our live morning classes that I have coming up. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Yeah. So that's the gist of it. So that's really cool. Where can we download the app? In the App Store. So if you go to your App Store on your phone and type in the Boutique Academy, it'll pop up. It's not an Android yet. It'll be on Android tomorrow. If you have an Apple device and if you're already in the membership, it don't because you have to sign in. So if you're already in the membership and you download the app, you just have to sign in with your account. Um, mm, 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 mm. Yes, create us one. Okay, I will. I will. I never caught a YouTube live before. Will you be saving this? I have to put my babies to bed. I will. Yeah, it'll get saved for sure. Sign in with your login. You use Mighty Networks. Yep, exactly. Thanks, Alexandra. Yep. Dang. Trash can moved. I love your videos and lives with Asia. Well, thank you. Asia is my girl. I love me some Asia. We're supposed to go to Mexico next week, but I'm like, man, I don't know if we gonna make it to Mexico, y'all. I need to get healthy. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, y'all. Well, I need to go to bed. I need to take my cough medicine because my cough is coming back. It's already working? Oh, great. That makes me excited. Okay, we early. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be in the Android store until tomorrow. So awesome. Yay. I need to go make a post in the membership so everybody can download it. Yay. So I love that. So it's very accessible. Anytime I add something in there, you'll get a notification when I add events, like our live calls or when the guest experts come and stuff like that. You'll get a notification so you can RSVP and then you'll get a reminder before it actually starts. So it's really cool. I love it. All right, y'all. Well, again, if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. My name on Instagram is the exact same that it is on here. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. My husband just said, I know Jen's not saying she got to go to bed. She don't sleep. Brittany, tell your husband that I definitely sleep. I am cracking up. Jans, I see you're part of Fashionpreneur Academy conference. Congrats. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, I'll be hosting the wholesale tour through the fashion district. Thanks for going live, although you're not feeling well. I feel better. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all. My camera sabotaged me. I literally recorded the video. Y'all see it's on. I literally recorded the video and the video won't upload. It was like file corrupted. I'm like, I know you lying. So I was like, okay, we got to get it done. So I came on live instead. So thank y'all for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. If you didn't get to see it from the beginning, don't worry. It'll be up literally as soon as we get off of here. So you can definitely check it out. And if you have any questions about anything that I said in the beginning that you missed, just let me know. Throw it in the comments. And I got y'all. All right, y'all. Well, I will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in and have a good night. Bye.